Protests over the shooting death of Stephon Clark led to a heated confrontation in East Sacramento and dozens of arrests. This after the district attorney declined to file charges against the Sacramento officers who shot and killed Clark last year.
Police said that they mistook his phone for a gun. Emily Turner joins us to show us how it all unfolded.
Yeah, at first it began peacefully, 7 o'clock at night, and then things escalated after a man showed up in a Make America Great Again hat. Excuse me. They say he was stirring the pot and then agitating protesters. Those protesters then were ordered to disperse after they got unruly. Many of them didn't, and that's when the trouble really began. About 100 people were marching peacefully until about 2.5 hours in. That's when the confrontation began with the man in the MAGA hat. Riot police moved in with their batons out, trying to defuse the situation. Now, around that time, police said protesters also started keying at least 5 cars in the Fab 40s neighborhood in Sacramento. That and other vandalism caused the police to herd protesters back and order them to disperse, threatening pepper spray, stun guns, or arrests if they didn't. About 1/3 of the group broke up, but the rest moved to a Highway 50 overpass and then were ultimately surrounded on either side by police. So when it was all said and done, about 100 riot police arrested 84 protesters.
It's because these folks are not impacted by the stuff that we're impacted by the terrorism in our neighborhoods, by the police in our streets, by the helicopters overhead of us. So they're getting a taste of it right now. They're going to be a little bit uncomfortable, and it's going to be all right.
A journalist for the SAC-B was also one of the people arrested and then later released. A photographer from the same paper pushed to the ground by a police baton, damaging his camera. Members of the clergy also taken into custody, but them as well as protesters, they were released earlier this morning. Others could face citations or charges and more jail time. But of course, this is not the end of it. There are several more protests to come, at least. Black Lives Matter in Sacramento is now calling for an occupation of the Sacramento Police Department this afternoon. And there's also the possibility that they'll protest at tonight's city council meeting, shutting that down. Kenny?